this is our favorite brick film of the month. So this is a brick film called Cry. This is by Joshua Nelson Animations.
So my personal favorite part of this film, my favorite aspect, was the lighting, because there's so much contrast between the indoors, the fire lit by fire, and then the outdoors, which are super dark, and you can almost every shot you can see one of them or both, most of the time both of them, which provides a lot of contrast and is super creepy and done really well.
I also like how much lightning and thunder there was. Like the lighting for all when the lightning strikes is very nice. And
yes,
it looks very realistic.
Also, it's raining pretty much the whole movie, isn't it?
Yeah, and they use real water.
That was really impressive.
Yeah, I I think that this is probably the best water effect I've ever seen.
Yeah.
At least for a physical water effect.
Yeah.
One of the most impressive things about this film was the set. There were incredibly large and complicated sets, and I'm pretty sure they were all done. They were all custom made, and it was very impressive. I really liked the stained glass windows in the church. Those were very very well built.
Also, the staircase that had the creaking step that at one point fell away. That was a really cool
I liked
area. Because
they hinted at it breaking multiple times.
Yeah, because she would go up and down, and it would kind of bend. That was really cool.
Yeah, I liked that part.
There was also the soundtrack. The music was really, really great, and
it was placed in all the right areas. It was always perfectly timed.
Yeah, sometimes it would go silent, and then it would just suddenly just boom, just start up, and then that's when you know something's coming.
Yeah.
I also think, as far as the storyline goes, it was Joshua Nelson did a really good job changing perspectives of the characters, because so you see the nun, which is pretty much the same main character, and most of the movie's from her perspective, but then you also get the parts from the police inspector's perspective,
and I think it was the main character's ex-husband's his point of view when he's calling her to tell her to stay out of the rain. And then he gets murdered by the monster.
That was a really cool part. While we're on the topic of the monster, I would just like to say, I going into this, I didn't think that Legos could be animated in a eerily creepy way to make the viewers feel the same way as they would watching a horror film using live actors.
Yeah.
But the use of a doll's head really, I think, was what pushed that over the edge on the creepiness scale.
I also really liked the cinematography aspect. The camera movements were great, and there's a lot of transitions that are very cool, like the inside of a chest, and then it shuts and cuts to a different place where a door opens from the darkness.
Yeah,
and I really like those transitions too.
Those were really cool. Also, the dialogue was written extremely well. Not a single time I felt how in the Star Wars prequels you just feel it's kind of off. It doesn't really feel like someone would actually say that.
Yeah.
But the whole movie, I never felt that.
Yeah, all the dialogue was very well placed and well written, and the voice actors were great.
Yes, there was lots of different accents and tones.
They all did a great job on portraying fright and and sadness too.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to point out how creative the monster was.
It's not anything I've ever seen. It's not even like anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, there are monsters in pop culture that are blind but can see certain things, or can smell really well. But I've never heard of anything that can see only things that are wet. That's
or
really cool.
only and that when they kill you, they make your blood turn into oil. That's a very unique way. And I like how they figure out that it was actually released from a mine where they were trying to turn water into oil.
Yeah.
And it ended up backfiring and killing the miners.
It was kind of unclear to me while watching it if the monster is Asmodeus, the demon that the priest was talking about, because the priest said that they were mining in the coal mine and demon came out of it, but if this I'm not sure if this is the demon or if it's like a portrait, like one of the demon's like henchmen or something.
Yeah, I'm not. I would like it to be just one of the henchmen, because then there could be a Cry Part 2, which I would definitely like to see and would watch.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you picked this up, but when I was watching it, there's one scene in the church where the priest is like, I think it's the one where the priest is about to kill the nun.
Yeah.
Where you can see in the background the cross is flipped upside down.
Yeah.
Which is usually like a symbol of like satanic.
Yeah, I think that was a very nice touch that they added. It made to sell the scene, basically, that the priest was basically going crazy, which I think he was. It was a little bit unclear, but I'm pretty sure he was going crazy.
Also, the parts where like every scene where you see the eyes of the of the characters are like the dead people, their eyes are like they're you can't see their eyes in the sockets, and there's like oil coming down their face. That was really cool, and I think probably what made it so creepy. Like if this monster just killed them just by stabbing them through the heart.
Yeah, and then they were just dead.
Yeah, that wouldn't be quite as creepy.
Yeah, I think it made it very much more like a horror movie to be a unique way of killing the victims, and this was very unique. Like, I have never seen anything like it.
I mean, like what humans feel as fear is a lot of the time just something out of the ordinary. Like, so that's why people would like be afraid of clowns or something like that.
Yeah,
it's
or
just
like
it doesn't
be afraid of the dark because you can't tell what exactly it is.
So with a unique way of killing people, it makes it feel a lot more creepy, since it's something you're not used to or that's not considered normal.
Yeah.
There's also that scene at the beach. With the sailors. That was the only part I felt could have been done better. When he was looking through the spyglass, he was like scanning back and forth across the beach, right? I feel like that shot could have been a little like shorter. Like, I kind of got bored at that part.
That's true. Some of the shots did tend to like drag on for a little bit, but most of them were perfectly timed. There was only a few that I felt could be a little bit shorter or a little longer.
But also, at the monster like comes in and like attacks the boat, right? And they all jump off into the water. There was this really cool shot from like halfway under the water, where you could see like they use this like thin plastic to make like the water, and it worked really well. And I've never seen that effect anywhere else. So
yeah, I think that actually was very unique and well made way of doing like seawater.
Yeah.
And that reminded me of another shot that I really liked and would really like to know how Joshua Nelson did this, is the part where the water is dripping from the faucet. I really liked that. That turned out really well. It really sold the illusion, or it really sold like the effect of an actual faucet. And I would really like to know how exactly you did that, because that would be very interesting.